What's up, everybody? This is Brad, and we're back to talk again today about the upcoming collab between Fortnite and Dragon Ball. And we've gotten some more information since the last time I talked about this. I think when I talked about it last time, the only like inkling of anything that we had was that one file they found in the game of the capsule the capsule corp capsule that they found. And now we've gotten leakers giving out some specific things in the game people have found, and it's looking like this is going to be a pretty big event. So let's talk about this, and and before we get into it, let me explain these images here, because I know that sometimes the Fortnite community on YouTube and stuff, they like to clickbait people and everything. So right off the bat, we're supposed to be getting 4 Dragon Ball skins. Apparently that is confirmed now, and 3 of them have been specifically stated. That will be Goku and Vegeta. I think those were the most obvious ones of all. Surprisingly, the third one is actually not Piccolo or Gohan, but Beerus, the god of destruction. That's an interesting one. I would never have thought that they would put Beerus in as the first character, but then again, Beerus has been a very important character for the series, and he was the main antagonist of the Battle of Gods film that sort of rekindled the franchise as a whole. So I can understand why they would go that way. I just figured it would have been more to tie into the superhero movie that's out, because that largely focuses on Gohan and Piccolo. But you know what? Beerus would be a very unique skin for the game. There are a few animal skins in the game. There's a fox, there's a polar bear, I think there's a werewolf and a dragon. There's a chicken. I don't know. There's a chicken that wears like eggshells. I think it was supposed to be like an Easter sort of like gag skin. I think there's some rabbit skins for Easter, maybe. The reindeer skin, that's one. But yeah, there's not a lot of animal-based skins, and Beerus would be a very unique one. So that's I'm all for him being in there. Now, I have a good idea who I think the 4th skin will be, who is rumored to be a female skin. For some reason, they don't know who the female skin is. I guess they're thinking that. I think a lot of it is speculation that it will be a female skin, because the Naruto sets had one female skin apiece. So I guess they're just going back on the trend so far with these anime collabs. So you see her there. I think it's going to be Bulma. Now, which version of Bulma? I have no idea. I put this one up because this is her first outfit. And see, it's much easier to figure out what the Goku and Beerus and Vegeta skins are going to look like in the game, because their designs haven't changed that much over the years. Goku's in the same outfit that he pretty much wore all throughout Z and has worn through most of Super, with the exception of the Resurrection F arc, and also the end of Z where he's in that blue gi. There's very little difference between Goku's outfits. Actually, that Goku's orange gi dates back into the later part of Dragon Ball too, as far as his modern design after he grows up. But so he's not really been all that different. Vegeta is usually depicted in his Android Saga design with the short armor there. Sometimes his Majin Buu design, where he's not wearing any armor at all. I mean, for most of Super, he's been back in his Android Saga design for whatever reason. But I figure that one will definitely be. That's probably going to be what he mostly looks like. Beerus has only had one design. There's no question what he's going to look like. But Bulma's design changes every arc, pretty much. She's got a new design, new hairstyle, new clothes. Like, it's just everything is different about her. She doesn't really retain one set design ever. So it's hard to predict what she'll look like, and the only reason I picked this one is because this is her first design. Now, I think they could also possibly do I figure they'll do multiple outfits for Bulma. Because if this is going to be a big collab, and they want to make up for the lack of variety between the outfits for the other characters, since they don't really change that much, they could give Bulma like 3 or 4 outfits. Some of her most iconic designs, like take one from Dragon Ball, one from Z, one from Super, maybe even well, I wouldn't say the one from GT. It's more like a big office, like she's the president of Capsule Corp, I think, at that time. I don't know, but I think you could do some of her more popular designs. Her Namek design was really good. I actually liked that one. Um, Now, one I think would be a fun little throwback would be if they did this one from one of the covers of the Dragon Ball manga. She never wore this in the show, but you see that in like the Xenoverse games for your custom characters, and I think that one is, especially she's holding a gun, so I think that would be a really cool choice if they're gonna put Bulma in the game. Give her the design where she's actually holding a gun. It's a good design, I think. I mean, I don't know. Are they gonna give people the option to change her hair color? That would be really cool. You could give her, no matter what outfit she's in, you want to have her with purple hair, or you want to have her with blue hair, whatever you want. They kind of just do that in the show anyway. I mean, sometimes characters have blue hair, sometimes they have purple hair. Her and Trunks. So, anyway, I think that will be. I think she's a safe bet as to who it could be. I joked before about it being lunch. I don't think it's gonna be hers. They've gone through too much trouble to erase her from the show. And plus, with Bulma, with the original Dragon Ball starting with Bulma just happening upon Goku, she actually hits him with her car, I think, and then immediately pulls out a gun and shoots him in the head. And she decides to bring him along with her as muscle when she sees that he survived the gunshot. But yeah, the girl just pulls up and shoots a kid. And then she's impressed that he lived through it, so she keeps him around. Dragon Ball. So that's what I'm thinking. That's why I picked these Bulma for this image. But there's also apparently going to be a big deal made within the game itself. Some of the leakers and the people who go in, the data miners, went in and found a whole tab that looks like it's going to be set aside on the main menu for this collab. And it's got like a part on the screen for missions and quests that you will earn a lot of cosmetics. I think they've stressed there will be a lot of cosmetics coming to the game for Dragon Ball. For this, and on the screen you can see a designation for like 7 circles in the upper right corner, and that looks like it's probably going to be a reference to 7 Dragon Balls. And that's got me thinking. Think about the storyline that's been going on within the game right now. Just a few weeks ago with the Vibin quests, which are the official storyline where we work for the scientist and his AI Amy, we were having to go around and find rare artifacts that had been brought to the island by the 0 Point. One of them was some Star Wars thing that the Empire wanted, some like triangle, pyramid-like thing. I wish I could remember what it was called. I don't really feel like looking it up. Anyway, we had to go find that and bring it back to the scientist for him to study, because they're trying to figure out what's going on with his reality tree, and is it dangerous or not? It appears it is dangerous. It looks like the Seven's plan to free the 0 Point from absolutely all control has backfired, and now they're trying to figure out how to respond to it. Then once Indiana, that came around at the time that Darth Vader showed up on the map as a boss. He's still a boss on the map right now, and he probably will be for the rest of the season. Then we had to go and find an artifact from the Indiana Jones series that Jones was looking for in those movies, and I can't remember what that was. Some rare artifact. But we had to go find that, and that's sort of, these items coming in are distorting the reality on the island or something like that. And there are some artifacts that have been found around the game for other things, I think, that were tied to, specifically to Fortnite's old lore, like with the Ice King and the Prisoner. I can't remember. It's one of the YouTube videos I watched. But anyway, my theory is that maybe, just maybe, the Dragon Balls will be brought to the island as part of the story. Now, there's according to the game, there's not another set of vibing challenges for like another 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks from now. So maybe not, because apparently the people are talking, the data miners and all are saying that this Dragon Ball collab should start in either a week or 2 weeks. So it should be starting fairly soon. And it's going to be a big deal. I'm wondering, what are the chances that it could tie into the story? Are the Dragon Balls going to be brought over? Because they are rare artifacts too. How will that work every week until the end of the season? If this is going to be because they're saying that there's going to be 7 weeks worth of challenges to earn Dragon Ball cosmetics. And that's a lot. Does that mean that once every week we're going to have to go track down a Dragon Ball that the scientist finds? Maybe the scientist invents a Dragon Radar? Maybe the Dragon Radar gets brought into the island too or something? Bulma will be there. I don't know. Maybe they could, I don't know if they'll put her or one of these characters on the map. Kakashi was an NPC on the map when they did the original Naruto collab. So, I mean, he just sold you the kunai with paper bombs, but this could be interesting for the story. Because imagine that, like, Goku is on the map at the same time that Darth Vader's a boss. That's why I love this game. But not only that, but it looks like the word is that the Kamehameha will be a mythic weapon. Think about that. You'll be able to, like, if you remember back in Chapter 2, Season 4, Doctor Doom and Iron Man had energy blast attacks as their mythic weapons. So, perfectly reasonable to say that, you know, your mythic weapon doesn't have to be a gun. So, yeah, I think it would be awesome to see the Kamehameha represented in Fortnite. Now, I don't know how it would look. I'd assumed you'd have to charge it first, do the whole stance. It maybe takes a second or two to charge it up, or 3, and then you just shoot a big energy blast, destroys everything in its path. That would be cool. It would make for a lot of fun videos and thumbnails and stuff, because I've already got ideas in mind for what I'm going to do whenever this collab drops. But also, supposedly, Vegeta and Goku will have built-in emotes that will allow them to transform into Super Saiyan. Now, whether that means they can go through all of their Saiyan forms, I don't know. I figured not, because if you're going to do a transformation emote, then I say, yeah, base Super Saiyan, or the original Super Saiyan is the most iconic form for them. I just don't think people care enough about Super Saiyan Blue, even though that's the more modern form for them, to do that. Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, I don't think, from the manga, have earned enough, you know, respect, for lack of a better word, amongst the greater fandom to justify them being part of this first Dragon Ball collab. But I really do think that, like, the Super Saiyan is just base form Super Saiyan. Well, that's confusing. You'll have them as base, and then you can have them transform. I just hope that all the cosmetics and stuff, I hope there's a lot of emotes, because you could do a lot of them. Like, it would be really, really funny if they did a fusion dance emote that if you played as Goku and it's interactive and you have somebody with a Vegeta skin do it, you could both become Gogeta. Or something like that. Or a Patara earring one where you become Vegito, and it only works if you have Goku and Vegeta as the skins they're using. So, I don't know, might be hard to do, because that involves 2 people becoming one. So, if not just giving both people the skin to turn that way, I don't know. A little bit too hard. I could see them doing the fusion dance just for the goofiness of it. Nothing happens. You just both do the pose, and then you end. You know, it ends with, you know, nothing. It's just a fun little dance thing. But, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? I'm really hyped for this, man. All we've got in the game so far, other than the tab and the consumable capsule, is somebody found textures for what looks like the Saiyan space pod. You know, the things that Raditz and Vegeta and Nappa and all of Frieza's forces have used. throughout the series to come to Earth, the big circular balls that open up. Like, that's most likely going to be a glider. And that's all we've gotten so far. There's been no look at the skins. There's been no promotion yet in Japan. If you remember when the Naruto collabs, both of them dropped right before it was time, ads were showing up around Japan showcasing the skins and showcasing the artwork that was going to be that was used to as the loading screen within the game, which I'm hoping will be really good. I'm hoping we'll get some really good loading screens for this Dragon Ball collab. But yeah, I'm really excited about the idea of the Kamehameha being a weapon in the game. Plus this rumor, the 7 weeks of challenges, and apparently there's going to be a buttload of cosmetics coming with this. And from what I understand, this has been in the works for a long time. And funny enough, just yesterday I saw that I think one of the higher ups with Studio Trigger says they want to get involved with Fortnite. So we could potentially see a Studio Trigger Fortnite collab before the year's over with. So who knows what's happening. This game makes a lot of things happen that probably shouldn't happen in terms of like just the amount of deals that have to be made. But I'm ready for it. And I hope to get a lot of content from this for you guys once it does drop, to have a lot of fun with the Dragon Ball skins. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and go watch all my videos if you would, or at least watch the ones that you're interested in. I won't make you watch them all. That would be kind of harsh, wouldn't it? But as always, I appreciate you. And as soon as we get more information on this collab, I will be back to talk about it. But until then, I'll see you later.